We love it here.
When can we go back?
Hey, everybody, welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Jim Mullen. Lake George this week. This week we got a lot of good stuff coming up, so you're gonna want to check it out and stick to the end. Got some trivia for you, got some news for you, and you're gonna want to stick around so you know what's going on in the area. What we're doing here is the Adirondack Park, anywhere from Saratoga up to Plattsburgh. Whatever's going on in the area, we're gonna bring it to you.
Hey, I didn't know that.
Hey, this is I didn't know that. I did not know that. And again, I didn't know that Lake George was not the original name of the lake. Can you imagine Lake George was not the original name? It had multiple names over the years, including, and I'm going to butcher it, Andia Tarakte. Andia Tarakte, and that's what the natives used to call it. Which means the lake that shuts itself in. Which I don't know why. I guess it's surrounded by the mountains. And the French back in what year was that? That was 1646. Father Isaac Jacques was the first white man to see the lake, and that was in 1646, and he called it Lac du Saint Sacrament. Okay, so that was it. Lac du Saint Sacrament. Then the lake was finally renamed Lake George by Sir William Johnson in 1755 for his king, King George II of England. Yeah, so I didn't know that. Did you know that? Let me know. Did you know that?
And now, the local business showcase.
This week's local spotlight is Kissel Family Dentistry. Kissel Family Dentistry in Queensbury, New York. They're right over by the college, right over by ACC on Bay Road. Great place. Good friend of the show. Tell the doc I said hello.
And now,
Hey, the first thing we got coming up on Lake George this week is the Warrensburg garage sale. This is the world's largest garage sale with over 500 vendors stretching the length of Main Street throughout many of Warrensburg's residential side streets and neighborhoods. The Chamber of Commerce presents the world's largest garage sale. And I'm telling you, shoppers can expect to find new and old items, antiques, collectibles, toys, and much more. You will have no problem finding something to eat in Warrensburg, as there are street food vendors everywhere, selling everything from chicken wings and barbecue ribs to gourmet chicken pitas and home-baked goods. Everything is going to be there. It's the world's largest garage sale. They don't call it that for no good reason. It is crazy. I know people that save stuff up all year long, collect stuff to just have this great, huge garage sale. 2024, the sales tips, garage sale tips. Okay. Well, you want to have plenty of cash on hand. Of course, that's what they want you to do. They want you to have cash on hand. Nowadays people probably take Venmo, but right now have a lot of cash on hand, dressed in layers. Bring backpacks to put small stuff in. You want to dress in layers because, it's cool in the morning, then it warms up in the afternoon, then it's cool again later on in the evening. So, you don't want to take some off and put stuff back on. So you want to layer, and you want to have some easy shopping. If lodging in Warrensburg is nowhere to be found, you could try Lake George. It's only 5 miles south of Warrensburg, and it's probably a lot of vacancies there. You can even go further south, to Queensbury, and you can go up further north, up towards Bolton Landing, for sure. And you can find out, lodging. Remember, okay, you want to wear comfortable clothes, good walking shoes, because you're going to walk a lot. Okay, and then that's the Lake George world's largest garage sale. That's from Friday, October 4th. Until Sunday, October 6th. All right. And that's all day, every day, the whole time. All right. So you don't not want to miss that at all. Remember, bring a lot of cash. So the Haunted History Ghost Tours at Fort William Henry is up next. Okay, you're going to learn about the bloody history of Fort William Henry in the area. A lot of history in the area. Learn about the bloody history of Fort William Henry from an expert guide. The tour requires the tour requires a lot of walking. Okay, and it also includes stairs and dark places. So you're going to have to. It's not for the meek, and you expect to do a lot of walking. Okay. This goes on from August 24th to September 1st, and then the weekends to September 13th and 14th, the 20th, the 22nd, the 27th, the 28th. In October, it's the 4th and 5th, the 11th, 12th, the 18th and 19th, and the 25th and the 26th. They're going to go through all the haunted history of the area, and there's a lot of haunted history. I've taken this tour, and it is eerily spooky because it's real. Okay, and it's really a nice place to go, especially this time of year with all the spookiness coming along with Halloween on the horizon. So you're not going to want to miss that. And that is at Fort William Henry, and that's of course is the museum at 48 Canada Street, Lake George, and there's a phone number of 518-668-5471 if you need to find out. And if you want to know the cost, it's $25 for ages 18 to 61, $20 for 62 and over, and kids are $15. All right. Pretty good. I rounded everything up for you, so you don't have to bring change. All right. So there you go. You're not going to want to miss the haunted history tours at Fort William Henry. Okay, and the next thing we got coming up is the Adirondack-Con. Adirondack-Con? I think it's called Adirondack-Con. Adirondack-Con is the tabletop gaming convention, and that's going to be in Glens Falls. It's going to be at the Wood Theater, I believe. Let me see. Charles R. Wood Theater in Glens Falls, 207 Glen Street in Glens Falls. And that's Saturday, October 5th from 9:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's going to be all day, all the way to the night. Join us for the 7th annual Adirondack-Con. That's what I'm saying. Adirondack-Con, tabletop gaming convention in beautiful downtown Glens Falls, New York. It will be a day filled with board games, role-playing games, card games, and more. On the main stage, we will have board games, designs, 101 panel, a live RPG playthrough, tabletop gaming, trivia, and more. Local game designers running demos throughout the day, vendors on hand as well. It's free to come and check out and even shop. However, if you want to stay and play, you have to purchase a badge. Okay. You can check them out on Facebook and Instagram and X, and that's going to be at the Charles R. Wood Theater, Saturday, October 5th from 9:30 to 10 p.m. General admission is $18. Students and veterans, $15. Children under 12 are free. Pre-registration is recommended. Board games, role-playing games, card games, panels, and more. Join us for a full day of gaming. A raffle to benefit the North Shore Animal League Adirondack region will take place, and there's vendors, so you won't go hungry. Okay, you're not going to want to miss it. This thing sounds a lot of fun, so I'll see you there. Thing we got going on here is the Lake George Steamboat Company, the Oktoberfest luncheons. The Oktoberfest luncheons are coming on. The luncheon cruises. Join us for a beautiful fall cruise and enjoy an Oktoberfest themed luncheon and a buffet. That's Saturday, October 5th, starting at 2 p.m. All right, and that's let's see the menu: roast pork loin with sour cream gravy, buttered egg noodles, wiener schnitzel, knockwurst, sauerkraut, braised red cabbage, German potato salad, tossed green salad, fruit salad, German chocolate cake for dessert. Cocktails available for a separate purchase. Rates are $78.50 for adults. Seniors are $72.50. Children 4 to 11 are $33.50. And that's Saturday, October 5th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. That's at the Lake George Steamboat Company, 57 Beach Road, Steel Pier, Lake George, New York. Yeah, it's great. You're going to get to see the fall foliage and all of the sites from on the lake. It's a unique perspective. Most people don't see all the fall stuff from the lake. They see it from the road looking at the lake, but they don't see it from the lake looking out. So yeah, check that out. You're gonna be glad you did. Okay, like I always say, what would Halloween be like without the Fright Fest? The Lake George Great Escape, Six Flags Great Escape, and Splash Water Kingdom. Get ready for the best Halloween event of the season, featuring family-friendly thrills by day and scariest frights by night. And it's presented by Snickers. Get ready for the best Halloween event. Fridays are back after popular demand, presented by Snickers, and weekends September 28th through October 27th. Our Boo Fest event features family-friendly trick-or-treating, unique fall festivals, fun character photo opportunities, and delicious treats. Experience the best parts of fall at Six Flags Great Escape, weekend September 28th through October 27th. Let me see, do I have... It's Hurricane Harbor, 1172 U.S. Route 9, Queensbury. I always talk about the story about taking my kids there when they were little and going to the house, the haunted house down at the back in the end. All day long you walk around, you do all the rides. They have candy giveaways. Everything is cute. You have all the characters and everything is cool. And then it gets dark and it starts getting spooky, and all the spooky characters come out, and you go to the haunted house, and it's all in fun. So you're trying not to be scared, and I'm not too jumpy, but you know, anyway, I didn't hit anybody, but so anyway, the chainsaw guy runs up and down the line with the chainsaw, vroom, 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 like really scaring people. He's covered in blood. He looks like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, and he's very intimidating. But there's no blade on the chainsaw, so it's not dangerous, but it's very intimidating, and people go a little bit nutty. But when you get inside, it is very well done, and it's very spooky, and it's very scary, and very jittery, and very startling. Very well done, and you're going to have a great time at Six Flags Great Escape Fright Fest. Okay, what would the fall be without Fright Fest? West Mountain in Queensbury, the Fall Festival weekend 1. So this is going to be the first weekend. Join West Mountain for their annual Fall Festival, October 5th and 6th. And then again, the second weekend is the 12th and the 13th. The festival includes scenic hay wagon rides. Okay, now this is a beautiful mountain. This is a ski resort. Okay, so it's not covered in snow yet. So they're going to take a nice hay wagon ride. Mountain picnic packages, scenic chairlift rides, mountaintop yoga, full food and drink specials at the main lodge and the cafe bar, aerial treetop adventures, indoor and outdoor vendors, cake toss. A cake toss is 21 and above. Pumpkin toss for all ages. Beer, spirits, tastings, petting zoo and pony rides, and more. Please note each activity above has its own fee, so everything's not free, but it's free to get in. But everything has a little, it's going to be. I don't know if they're going to have to buy tickets or how it's set up, but you're going to have to, be prepared. It's not all free. All these little things are going to go on, but it's going to be a great, great time. The fall foliage is going to be beautiful. I mean, just taking the hay ride, or even the aerial treetop adventures, or the scenic chairlift rides. The scenic chairlift rides are going to be really nice. And that is at West Mountain Ski Resort, and that's in Queensbury on West Mountain Road, 59 West Mountain Road in Queensbury. And that's Saturday, October 5th. Until Sunday, October 6th, from 12 p.m. until 5 p.m. All right. You're not going to want to miss that. This is the time of year. It's great to be outside, and, fall festivals are really where it's at this time of year. Okay. Got a trivia night coming up. Trivia night at the Red Dog Saloon, and the Red Dog Saloon is at the 1,000 Acre Ranch in Warrensburg, New York. Come have fun with us and test your knowledge, okay? You can have teams up to 4 people, and it's free. The winner will get a prize. It's a general trivia, and there is multiple choice for every question. Come grab a drink, enjoy a delicious food, and test out your trivia skills. Multiple choice for every question. That's pretty cool, because if most people can do trivia pretty good. If there's multiple choice, you can, by process of elimination, you can figure out something, and you can at least make an educated guess. And so this is Wednesday, October 2nd, and that's from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Red Dog Saloon at the 1,000 Acre Ranch, and that's at 465 Warrensburg Road in Stony Creek. Okay, Stony Creek. I said it was Warrensburg. It's Stony Creek, which is just a stone throw away from Warrensburg. And that's trivia night. You're not going to want to miss that. That's a lot of fun for everybody. The 1,000 Acre Ranch, and that's October 3rd at 7 p.m. Karaoke night. Every other Thursday they run this, and sometimes there's nothing better than at the end of a long day than to have a few drinks and sing like there's no tomorrow. Come party with us at the 1,000 Acre Ranch. Okay, that's Thursday, October 3rd, from 7 to 9 p.m. Karaoke. Come on down, test out your vocals, and stretch them out, and have a good time. Have a few drinks, cocktails. Bring the friends. Karaoke is a lot of fun. No one wants to do karaoke until they start doing karaoke, and then everybody has a blast. Okay, the next segment we got coming up is local music. We got some local shows coming up, and I'm going to be posting more and more local shows as they come up. We just had the Glens Falls Fall Festival, Oktoberfest down in Glens Falls this Saturday, and my son's band played there most of the day. Pretty good. Can't wait to see them again. And actually have two sons, and they both are in bands, local bands. And they both play around the area, and I will be bringing you local music from then on. So here it is, the local music, and stay tuned for that.
And now, local music news.
Okay, the Broken Spur Band. The Broken Spur Band is going to be playing at the Red Dog Saloon October 5th from 7 to 10 p.m. That's a 1,000-acre ranch, and that's at 465 Warrensburg Road, Stony Creek. And Broken Spur Band, they're going to be playing all your favorite country songs at the Red Dog Saloon. And they are the perfect band for line dancing with your friends. Grab your friends, ride the mechanical bull, and enjoy an awesome Saturday night at the Red Dog Saloon. Okay, we have an event at the Strand. Now, the Strand is a beautiful place to see a show, and I've seen a couple of shows there myself. We go there a lot, actually, in the wintertime, and that's in Hudson Falls, New York. And Tim Horrigan and Friends on Sunday, September 29th at 3 p.m. at the Strand. And he's originally from Glens Falls. He moved to Los Angeles in the 80s, and he won ASCAP Songwriter Scholarship. He composed film scores and written songs for other artists, in total producing and arranging over 1,000 songs. He cites Randy Newman, Brian Wilson, the Beatles, the band, Todd Rundgren, Fats Walter as strong musical influencers, and the fruit of which can be found on the 3 albums, 2 in French, available for sale on the Risnam in the Bandcamp website. Bandcamp's pretty cool. Like I said, the Strand Theater is a great place to see a concert, and this is Sunday, September 29th from 3 to 5 p.m., and that's at 210 Main Street, Hudson Falls. And their phone number there is 518-832-3484. And I believe it's $20 for general admission, $15 for seniors, veterans, students. Tickets are available at the Strand box office or online at Brown Paper Tickets. Okay, Brown Paper Tickets. So we've gotten tickets at Brown Paper Tickets before for shows over there. Guest performers include Dave Mayette, Jack Howard, Hal Mayforth, and Patty Shannon. Okay, you're not going to want to miss it. Tim still lives in Southern California and can be seen playing regularly with an Americana group, Suitcase Johnny. He's extremely grateful for the many positive musical experiences he's had growing up in Hudson Falls. Does anybody remember the Villagers? I guess that was a great band back in the day. And it's excited to be back sharing music with his friends, old and new. Okay, so you're going to want to see that. That's at the Strand Theater. All right, the Fall Live Music Series featuring Charlie Brennan, and this is at the Adirondack Winery in Extreme Heights Cidery, Queensbury Tasting Room. That's at 395 Big Bay Road in Queensbury. They have a lot of live music going on over there, and it's you have a couple of glasses of wine. In nice weather, they have a little outdoor patio when the music sets up. Friday, October 4th, from 4 to 7, an evening filled with acoustic music by the talented Charlie Brennan, accompanied by drink specials on our New York micro brewed and Extreme Heights ciders. He's a Glens Falls singer-songwriter, and he's bringing his original song style along with some acoustic favorites. He's been singing around these parts and yonder longer than he can remember. Charlie will share his acoustic take on some great cover songs along with original music from his solo release, Look Far. And each week they feature artists. Actually, both my sons have played their solo in the past. Great place to see, to have a drink, sit and relax with some friends. Bring your wife, bring your girlfriend, bring your husband, bring your significant other, and sit down at the Adirondack Winery and listen to some nice music. That's going to be a great time for you at the Charlie Brennan Fall Live Music Series, Friday, October 4th, from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Adirondack Winery. And I already said that was at 395 Big Bay Road in Queensbury. Okay, and then October 5th at the Adirondack Winery, we have also the Fall Music Series featuring Josh Clark. Josh Clark, that's going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. And Steeped in the music of the 1960s and the folk singers of the area, Josh Clark began playing young. After years of playing in rock and roll bands throughout the area, he instead came back to his roots of his acoustic guitar, featuring an eclectic mix of old and new songs from Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash to Death Cab for Cuties and Wilco, as well as emotional and carefully crafted originals. Each week they will feature a new artist, and like I said, pretty cool. A lot of local artists play there. It's going to be a great time. You're going to love it, and don't miss it. Adirondack Winery, Extreme Heights and Cidery, Queensberry Tasting Room at 395 Big Bay Road, Queensberry. That's Sunday, October 5th. That's going to be Josh Clark from 4 to 7 p.m. And we have a new segment this week on Lake George this week, and it's called
Hey, I didn't know that.
So what happened in Lake George in September? What happened in Lake George in September? Back in September 8, 1755, at the south end of Lake George, New York, was the major victory of the British in the French and Indian War, and one of the first major victories they had against the French. Big time. That was Last of the Mohegans. The 7 Years' War, we called it the French and Indian War, and the battle for Lake George was great, big battle, very, very historic, and that happened in September in 1755. If you have an event or if you're a local business that wants to be focused on the podcast, you can always go to lakegeorgethisweek.com and let us know, and we'll gladly get back to you. And you can go to lakegeorgethisweek.com, and we'll be happy to get you in on a future episode. Okay. Yes, I want to try a new segment on the show, and you guys can help me out with this one. So if you know a local business that goes above and beyond to make their customers happy, go to lakegeorgethisweek.com, lakegeorgethisweek.com. Let us know about the business. Let us know the story, what happened, what makes you want to nominate them to be the local business spotlight of the week. Let the show know. Go to lakegeorgethisweek.com. Let the show know, and we're gonna showcase. We're gonna put them out there, and we're gonna give them some free advertising.
And now, the local business showcase.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, do me a favor. Text this episode to one of your friends. Tell them, hey, listen, I found this podcast, and I think you'd really get something out of it. Sharing is caring, and that'd be a very big help to me. I appreciate that a lot.
And now, the local spotlight.
If you have an event coming up in the Lake George area, or you're a local business in the Lake George area that would like to be showcased on the podcast, you can go to lakegeorgethisweek.com, and you can check it out. There'll be an email there. You can sign up for the email, and you can send me an email saying what it is, and we'll get you right on the schedule. Also, follow us on social media, on Facebook at Lake George This Week. You're not going to want to miss. You have the ability at Lake George This Week to go ahead and post photos of Lake George and what you're doing on your vacation. You can post all of that on Lake George This Week on the Facebook group. It's wide open and for everybody to do that. I'd appreciate it. The more, the merrier. And comment and share and do all that kind of stuff. Remember, take the link to this podcast, share it with a friend. That's the best thing you can do for me. I appreciate that. Follow so you don't miss another episode. Every week we come out with another one on Lake George This Week.